Dear learners, welcome to the 10th module of MOOC course on Early Childhood Care and Education. As you know that the module 10 is all about maintenance practices for early childhood centers. In the previous video of this module, we have discussed about the key components of maintaining ECE centers, as well as we have discussed about the management and maintenance of discipline in ECE. We discuss about the maintenance of different kinds of record in like child enrollment and attendance record, health record, child development and learning records, etc. This discussion must help you to understand how ECC centers or preschool can be managed and maintained as a preschool teachers. Today, we will be dealing with another component of maintenance practices in ECC, and that is maintaining work relationship. The caregivers, teachers in an ECE program are the facilitator who engage children in multiple experiences to foster their all-round development. A well-maintained relationship between and among all involved in this entire process is needed, as it is a holistic approach to educate and develop the children coming to the preschool or the Anganwadi centers. Maintaining positive work relationship in an early childhood care and education center is crucial for creating a supportive and productive environment for the children as well as for the educators and the other staff of the preschool or the center. There are some key aspects of maintaining positive work relationship in an early childhood care and education center. Let's discuss about those components. First one is effective communication. Open and respectful communication among teachers, caregivers, and the staff. Then using clear, simple language for discussion and instruction. Regular staff meetings to share updates, concerns, and ideas among the teachers and the staff. Then, active listening to understand and resolve issue promptly is very much essential to maintain work relationship in the ECC center. Second one is teamwork and collaboration. Working together to plan lessons, activities, play activities, and events, then supporting each other in handling children's needs and classroom challenges that they may face, and encouraging a culture of mutual respect and cooperation. Then the third one is professionalism and respect. The teacher and the principal of the preschool must treat the colleague and the other staff with courtesy and understanding. They must respect each other and respect the differences in the opinion and teaching style. They must uphold ethical standard in dealing with children, parents, and the staff. Then the fourth one is positive workplace culture. To maintain a work-life balance or work relationship, there must be an encouraging appreciation and recognition of the colleagues' effort. The teachers and the other staff must create a friendly and inclusive work atmosphere in the school. Then they must address conflict constructively to prevent negativity. Then another important component is parental engagement. Parents play an important role in ECC centers and its management. So, building strong parentship with parents to support child development is very much essential. Then maintaining transparency and updating parents on their child's progress is also essential. Then the teacher must organize meetings and workshops to strengthen their relationship with the parents. Then another component is conflict resolution strategy. The teacher and the staff must address misunderstandings early to prevent escalation. They must use mediation techniques to find mutually beneficial solutions and encourage feedback and constructive criticism among the staff. Then work-life balance and well-being. The teacher and the staff of the ECC Center must ensure that staff have time to breaks and self-care, and they must provide emotional support and stress management resources, which is very much essential at present day context. They should be encouraged for professional development opportunities, like they should be sent for training, Montessori training, or other ECC training, which are very much essential for their professional development as well as for the development of the ECC Center. Then, adherence to practices and policies and ethical guidelines. The school or the center must follow some institutional rules and ECC guidelines, especially the guidelines which are provided by the recent NEP 2020 policy. They must maintain confidentiality regarding the children and staff matters. They must ensure a safe and healthy work environment in the school or in the center. By fostering these elements or the measures, ECC centers can create a very positive and productive work environment that benefits both the staff and the children's development. Then what is the impact or what is the benefit of this relationship that should be maintained in the ECC center? So working with other colleagues and maintaining work relationship will help the following things. First one is observing children to identify their needs and capabilities and moving with the pace of child's development. It will help to plan developmentally appropriate, holistic, and challenging activities. Then it will help to facilitate learning to meet the objective of the ECC curriculum. Then it will help to adapt activities that suit the learning abilities, capabilities of the children with special needs. Like a child with visual challenge could be given multi-sensorial experiences. Then organizing supportive learning environment by taking care of aspects such as the arrangement of the physical environment and equipment, the scheduling of activities and events and groupings. Then it will also help to develop responsive relationship with children and understand that transactions within the classroom are a journey of mutual learning between the teacher and the staff and the teacher, so that the teacher can continue to learn and help the children in the care. Then respecting the child and social environment that child comes from. This relationship will help to create and nurture positive relationship with children and among the children. It will help the teacher to interact verbally with children in a calm, respectful, and friendly manner. It will also help to ensure social inclusion of children with disability in the ECC classroom. It will also help in early identification and intervention of children with special needs. Basically, it will help to make partnership with the other colleague, with staff, and especially with the parents. So what is the benefit of this relationship or work balance for the family or the parents? Apart from the benefit that yields to the staff member, the collaboration among colleagues will be beneficial to work on partnership with the parents and family from where the children comes. Teachers and caregiver will able to get to know about the families by making initial contact to learn about each family. They will be able to learn about the various cultural and socio-economical backgrounds of the children and know how to communicate with them. It will help them to initiate the building of a close and positive relationship with the families in the opening conference meeting of the academic year and continue to provide a comfortable environment for follow-up. Then it will help to have a defined plan that promotes parent-teacher partnership. It will be available to parents and families to help and further support. So, and it will also help the teachers to find ways to connect with families such that there is a constant connect between the two settings. It will help the teachers to establish trust by reaching out to families through home visit, organizing meetings in less normal and intimating setting, and using written communication that all parents can understand. It will also help to build an environment of inclusion by inviting parents to school to have them observe classroom session and give feedback on those sessions taken by the teachers. Then parents and family members being welcomed into center on a regular basis, either informally or during planned event, will help to take some constructive suggestion from the parents. It will also help parents to increase their understanding of the child development and support them in their parenting skill, which is very much important. This can be done through ongoing workshops for parents and family members that help them understand the all-round development of young children and know about the importance of practicing a healthy lifestyle, understand what eating a balanced diet means, and the nutritional value of different foods, health checkup, and immunization schedule, physical or emotional safety of the children, handling behavior issues, and so on. So this is about the benefits of work relationship or staff relationship in the ECC for both the teachers, children, and for the parents. Now let's come to another important aspect of this issue, and that is ideal teacher-pupil ratio. This is very important aspect while maintaining ECC center. There are some other factors which come into play in determining the quality of child's education, but one thing that is being overlooked is the student-teachers ratio. According to the Glossary of Education Reform, student-teacher ratio expresses the relationship between the number of students enrolled in a school and the number of full-time equivalent teachers employed by the school. For one thing, it can be used as a tool to measure teacher workload as well as the allocation of resources, particularly in the public school. More importantly, however, it can be an indicator of the amount of individual attention any single child is likely to receive, keeping in mind that not all class sizes are going to be the same. The student-teacher ratio of any given school or school district is frequently used to judge the quality of education. It is important to note, however, that the ideal student-teacher ratio will vary depending on few different factors. Among other things, teachers have to consider the age of students as well as their academic needs. For example, younger students and students who have learning challenges or difficulties require more time and individual attention from the teacher. Therefore, the ideal student-teacher ratio for these children would be higher than the older children or the layman's children. In many of the cases, it has been observed that in our country, the government, ECE Center, school, preschool and Anganwadi are not well equipped and large enough to cater the needs of the large amount of the children. Moreover, as for the children enrolled in a center, the number of teachers, helper, instructor is not that equal in number. Till date. So, maintaining student-teacher ratio is particularly not possible what it should be. In such cases, certain skill or techniques of dividing children into groups for various activities can be very helpful. The teacher-pupil ratio in ECC is a crucial factor in ensuring quality early education, individualized attention, and nurturing learning environment for the young children. Basically, the ideal teacher-pupil ratio in ECC varies from age to age or the place to place. For children below 3 years, it is 1 is to 10. That means 1 teacher for 10 children. For children aged 3 to 6 years, it is 1 is to 20. That means 1 teacher for 20 children. With an additional assistant or helper, 1 is to 25. This ensures that children receive adequate care, interaction, and learning support during their foundational years. So what NEP 2020 has recommended in this regard? The NEP 2020 emphasized a low teacher-pupil ratio in ECC to provide personalized attention and holistic development of the children. Key recommendations include ensuring a teacher-pupil ratio of 1 is to 10 for the foundational learning. That means the children falling between the ages from 3 to 6 years to maintain quality engagement. It has also recommended for strengthening Anganwadi and preschool infrastructure by appointing trained ECC educators and support staff. That is why the ECC is very important for the preschool teacher, and school teacher should be trained in this regard. Then they have also recommended for integration of Anganwadis, pre-primary school and Balvadikas under a common framework to maintain consistency in care and education quality. They have also encouraged community participation and support from trained volunteers, mothers, and caregivers to enhance learning experiences. So now let's discuss about the importance of maintaining this ideal teacher-pupil ratio in early childhood care and education. Maintaining an ideal teacher-pupil ratio in ECC is very important for ensuring quality learning, effective caregiving, and holistic child development. A well-balanced ratio allows educators to provide individualized attention, foster better relationship with the children, and create a nurturing environment. So we can say that it helps for individualized attention and holistic development as an important component. Young children require personalized care and guidance for emotional, social, and cognitive development. A lower teacher-pupil ratio ensures that each child receives focused attention, fostering their language, motor, and socio-emotional skill, because this is the peak time for their development. It also enhances learning outcomes. With fewer children per teacher, interactive and play-based learning becomes more effective. Teachers can observe and assess children's progress more accurately and adjust teaching method accordingly. It also helps in better classroom management. Managing a smaller group of children reduces chaos and behavioral issues in the classroom. The teachers can ensure a safe, structured, and engaging environment, minimizing the distraction. Then another benefit of this ratio is improved teacher effectiveness and well-being. A reasonable workload allows teachers to focus on quality teaching rather than crowd control, which is generally happening in the preschool or in the Anganwadis. So it helps in reducing stress and burnout, leading to more enthusiastic and dedicated educators. It also helps in strengthening emotional bonds and social skill. A smaller class size fosters stronger teacher-child relationship, creating a sense of trust and security. It also encourages children to interact freely and confidently, enhancing their communication and socialization skill. Then safe and nurturing environment is another gift of ideal teacher-pupil ratio. It helps to maintain proper hygiene, safety, and supervision, which is crucial for the young children. It also reduces the risk of accident and neglect, ensuring the well-being of every children coming to the preschool or the Anganwadi. Then it is very much important to mention here that the ideal teacher-pupil relationship is helpful to fulfill the alignment of the NEP 2020 goal. NEP 2020 emphasizes maintaining an ideal teacher-pupil ratio for 1:10 for the foundational learning and 1:20 for the preschool level. So it helps to ensure quality ECC implementation as recommended by NEP 2020 through the trained educators and better resource allocation. So maintaining an ideal teacher-pupil ratio in ECC is very much essential for child-centered learning, teacher effectiveness, and a safe, stimulating environment. It enhances cognitive, emotional, social, and development, and which again ensures a strong foundational for lifelong learning. In the discussion of teacher-pupil ratio, one thing is very much important, especially in the early childhood education, and that is the management of classroom arrangement. So let's discuss about this aspect. So managing classroom arrangement during the two groups, first is large group and small group, is very much essential to discuss about. Managing large group activities is a very complex task in every early childhood center or education center. In an early education center, managing classroom arrangement effectively during large group activities is essential for ensuring engagement, safety, and active participation by the children. A well-structured classroom setup support learning, movement, and interaction, creating a positive and organized learning environment. We can mention here some measures for managing classroom arrangement in the large group activities effectively. First one is planning the classroom layout. So for this, a flexible seating arrangement is essential. Arranging seating in a semicircle or U shape to promote this visibility and participation is very much essential. Then using group cluster for teamwork and collaboration. Then ensuring easy access for teachers to move around and interact with every student in the classroom. It also includes defining activity zones. The teacher can divide the zone into circle time area, second interactive learning centers, and quiet zones. So in the circle time area, a designated space with a carpet or floor marker for storytelling, discussion, and group activities can be made. For the interactive learning center, stations for hands-on exploration like art, music, sensory play can be arranged. For the quiet zone area, a cozy corner with a questions for children who may need a break should be arranged. Then for open and safe spaces, the children should be kept pathway clear of clutter to allow free movement. It ensures materials and supplies are within children's reach to encourage independent learning. And there is another zone, that is the visual cue zone, for which or color-coded areas or level should be arranged to help children navigate the space easily. Then for managing transition and movement in the classroom for the large group activities, the teacher can organize or entry and exit. That means by establishing clear routines for lining up, entering and exiting the activity space, using songs, claps, or visual signal to guide transitions smoothly. Then, using visual and auditory cues, the teacher can use display, charts, flashcards, or posters to help children understand expectations. Or the teacher can also use soft bells, signs, or claps to grab attention without shouting. Then the teacher can assign some leadership role to the children. The teacher can designate helpers or monitors from the children to assist in the managing material or other object in the classroom. It will encourage peer cooperation and responsibility among the children. Then children should be engaged effectively. And for this engagement, the interactive and inclusive activities should be arranged. So teacher can plan age-appropriate activities that engage all learners, such for the storytelling, role-playing, group singing, and movement games. It can also include visual, props, and real-life objects to keep children's interest. Then, managing group sizes, the teacher can divide children into smaller groups within the larger setting to encourage interaction. The teacher can rotate children between activity sessions to keep them engaged. Then, encouraging active participation, the teacher can use call and response technique to involve every child in the classroom. So the teacher can allow children to take turns in leading songs, stories, and simple discussion. And for maintaining discipline, which is very essential for the ECE classroom, the teacher can establish some clear rules. These are already discussed in the earlier video, yet I am just discussing in a brief way that they can use some or they can set some example like raise your hand to speak or listen to your friends, like simple setting rules the teacher can use. The teacher can also reinforce rules through positive reinforcement, like they can use sticker or praises the children for their activities. Then for addressing the behavioral challenges that may occur or arise in the classroom, a teacher can redirect destructive behavior with gentle guidance. The teacher can use calm down strategies like deep breathing exercise or short break in a quiet corner. That the teacher can adapt for special need and inclusivity. They can ensure space and activities that are accessible for children with special need. They can be provided with assistive tools like sensory material, visual support for children who need extra support. Then it will also help to encourage peer support and collaborative learning to foster inclusivity. So managing classroom arrangement during the large group activities in ECE requires a thoughtful planning, structured layout, and engaging strategies. By creating an organized, inclusive, and interactive environment, educators can enhance learning, participation, and positive classroom dynamics for all children. This is about the arrangement for the large group activities. So what about the classroom arrangement during the small group activities? The classroom should allow for the ECE teacher to engage children of a particular age group in a small group activities. During this time, other children can play independently in one of the four corners, like free play. The children should be encouraged to choose a corner of their own interest, as this will motivate them to be engaged in the learning process. Meanwhile, in a small group, the ECE teacher can focus on facilitating activities or discussion that are somewhat challenging and need guidance from the adult. It should be ensured that the ECE teacher can observe all children in each of the corners from where he or she might be working with a group of children. So for this, the children can be engaged in some hands-on learning. So how they will be engaged? Through some manipulative and toys like blocks, beads, and puzzles for fine motor development. Storytelling and role-playing should be used to encourage language and social skill. Science exploration for simple experiment and nature-based activities. So what is the role of the teacher in this small group? He or she acts as a facilitator, guiding children without direct interaction. Then he or she observes and assesses each child's engagement and learning progress. He or she provides individualized support, ensuring all children participate actively. The teacher can create some dedicated learning zone just as in the large group. He or she can divide the classroom into well-defined learning areas which help children focusing on the specific activities. Some of the K-zone may include literary corner, math or puzzle area, art or craft station, sensory play area, dramatic play corner, etc. For example, for the sensory play area, the children can use it for play with sand, water, and textured objects for exploration. For dramatic play corner, the children can play some game which are engaged in role playing or pretend play or social interaction. Then the teacher or the management should see about the flexible seating arrangement. So there should be a cluster seating like small tables with 4 to 6 chairs for collaborative work, floor seating with mat that encourages movement and interaction during informal activities. Then rotational seating allows children to move between stations and experience different learning areas. Visual and auditory cues will help the children to navigate the classroom with the use of color-coded areas. And it will help to introduce transition signal like bells, clap, song to shift from one activity to another. So these are some small group activities which can be arranged by the teacher for their all-round development in the ECE Center. A well-arranged classroom for small group activities in ECC promotes engagement, exploration, and skill development. By structuring the learning space with interactive zone, flexible seating, and clear routine, educators or teachers can create a child-friendly and effective learning environment. So this is for today's discussion. We have discussed on the important issue of the ideal teacher-pupil relationship in the ECE centers, its importance, and arrangement of activities for the large as well as the small group in ECE center. So in the upcoming video, we will be dealing with another important aspect of maintaining ECE center, and that is the resource mobilization in early childhood education. Till then, keep learning, keep watching the videos. Thank you.